So I find even at a beginner level, A1, A2, if we've done the input work, we can actually speak more of the language than we think that we can. We just need to know how to maneuver it. What's up everyone, my name is Mark and this is Language Come Up, a place where I come up and you do too. Oftentimes we want to say more than our current level actually permits us, whether it's just because that's what we want to communicate or some of us are just relying on our native language too much. And it is what it is. We actually haven't earned that ability yet, but in due time we will. But the good thing is that we can still communicate a lot given our current level. Communicate with what we have earned. So I remember I was having a class with Artem from Russian Progress, who I just did an interview with, by the way. It's awesome, go check it out. And I was explaining to him what happened at the Capitol building. I was talking about the siege that happened at the Capitol building. And I said it in a way that he flat out didn't understand. He told me to say it in Spanish or in English, but I don't like to give up so fast. I said, wait a second, let me have a go at it. I knew I could simplify my ideas so that he would get it, and in fact, he did. So this was the idea that I wanted to communicate. Trump supporters sieged the Capitol building in response to the belief that the election was stolen from Trump. All right, so that's a fairly complicated sentence, right? How can we simplify that? Well, here's how I did it. The people who thought that Trump lost the election because of corruption attacked the building where the politicians work in Washington, D.C. Now, basically, I said the same thing, but only in a way that I could make come out right, or at least communicate my idea. Now, the only thing I really didn't say was the exact location where it took place at, right? So, the Capitol building. But my speaking partner said, oh yeah, at the Capitol building, right? And I go, точно, exactly. Sometimes that can happen, sometimes it doesn't. It's not really a big deal. You keep the conversation going, you express what you need to express, and everyone's happy. Sometimes we need to simplify things in terms of vocabulary, and sometimes we need to simplify things in terms of grammar. You can see how I simplified the vocabulary when I used the word attack instead of siege. It was quite easy transition. It sounds very similar in Russian. Now, in terms of the grammar, it's not necessarily about simplifying, although it could be that, but it's about working your way around the grammar to get what you need across. All right, so you may want to say something in English or a language that you know very well, but in the language that you are currently speaking, due to complications like in my case with the Russian case system, you may not be able to say in the same exact way or without creating a big mess, causing a lot of confusion. But if you've done your work with the language, you should still know how you can get around it with the grammar knowledge that you basically innately know. So how in English I would say, the Trump supporters sieged the Capitol building in response to the belief that the election was stolen from them. And in Russian I said that they did this because they thought Trump lost the election because of corruption. Now in the case when I say because of corruption, corruption seems like it's actually a higher end word than saying how I would in English that the election was stolen from him. But in reality, if I'm in my head so much thinking English or want to have things just like how I would say it in my native language, well, I'm going to complicate things due to differences in grammar. Now, I'm not sure how to communicate that idea using a passive structure like was stolen in Russian, but I know how to use because of something, из-за. So I just plugged that in and I was good to go. So sometimes, as you see, the vocabulary needs to be played with, and sometimes it's the grammar. This is what I call maneuvering the language, and it is an extremely important ability to be able to do when speaking a foreign language. Heck, even your native language. And you can apply these same skills in no matter what language you're speaking or what level you're at. right? So I'm an advanced Spanish speaker, and there's still things that I can take from this. You know, if I really need to get my point across, it helps conversations flow much smoother. If I'm in a pinch, so to say, you know, you just need to get to the point of things, hit it up with this, do this. If I need to speak with the police really quick, boom, to the point. If I need to speak with some person at a hospital, boom, to the point, right? So it's a really, really great skill, and it might be one of the most, if not the most important skill to be able to have when you speak a foreign language. So keep this in mind, guys. It's really great. Like with anything in life, language learning is a journey, and the come up never ends. So best of luck with your studies. Please, if you like this video, give it a like and a subscribe, and tell me what you think about these ideas, and stay on your come up.